The central government has filed a review petition against the five-judge bench judgment of the Supreme Court, which held that 102nd Constitution Amendment abrogated the power of state government to identify and notify socially and economically backward classes, retains state power to identify. Center seeks review of Supreme Court's interpretation of 102nd Constitution Amendment. On May 5, a constitution bench of the Supreme Court, while dealing with the constitutionality of Maratha quota, held by 3:2 majority, held that after the 102nd Constitution Amendment, only the President has the power to notify socially and economically backward classes, and that the power of states was only to make recommendations. The minority, comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan and S. Abdul Nazir, held that the effect of the amendment was only related to the power of centre to identify socially and economically backward classes for the central list. Interestingly, the stand taken by the union government in the case, as expressed by the Attorney General for India K.K. Venugopal, was that the amendment will not affect the power of states. It is also interesting to note that the parliamentary committee and the union minister who introduced the amendment bill had unequivocally said that the amendment will not have any impact on the power of states to identify socially and economically backward classes. However, the majority judgment held that after the introduction of Article 338B and 342 Clause A to the Constitution, the final say in regard to inclusion or exclusion, modification of list of socially and economically backward classes is firstly with the President, and thereafter, in case of modification or exclusion from the list initially published, with the Parliament. The Constitution 102nd Amendment Act 2018 introduced Article 338B, which provides for a commission for the socially and educationally backward classes, to be known as the National Commission for Backward Classes. Further, as per Article 342A, President may, with respect to any state or union territory, and where it is a state, after consultation with the governor thereof by public notification, specify the socially and educationally backward classes which shall for the purpose of this constitution be deemed to be socially and educationally backward classes in relation to that state or union territory, as the case may be. Justice Ravindra Bhatt, who wrote the lead judgment for the majority, observed as follows: Parliament, through the 102nd Amendment, clearly intended that the existing legal regime for the identification of communities as scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, and for the inclusion in the list of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe under Articles 341 and 342, which had to existed, ought to be replicated in relation to identification of socially and educationally backward classes. The majority judgment interprets the 102nd Amendment as follows: by introduction of Article 366(26) Clause C and 342A through the 102nd Constitution of India, the President alone, to the exclusion of all other authorities, is empowered to identify socially and educationally backward classes and include them in a list to published over under Article 342A Clause 1, which shall be deemed to include socially and educationally backward classes in relation to each state and union territory for the purposes of the Constitution. The states can, through their existing mechanisms or even statutory commissions, only make suggestions to the President or the Commission under Article 338B for inclusion, exclusion, or modification of caste or communities in the list to be published under Article 342A. The reference to the central list in Article 342A Clause 2 is the one notified by the President under Article 342A Clause 1. It is to be the only for all purposes of the Constitution in relation to each state and in relation of every union territory. The use of the term the central list is only to refer to the list prepared and published under Article 342A Clause 1 and no other. It does not imply that the states have any manner of power to publish their list of socially and educationally backward classes once published under Article 342A Clause 1. The list can only be amended through a law enacted by Parliament by virtue of Article 342A Clause 2. In the task of identification of socially and educationally backward classes, the President shall be guided by the Commission set up under Article 338B. Its advice shall also be sought by the state in regard to policies that might be framed by it. If the Commission prepares a report concerning matters of identification, such a report has to be shared with the state government, which is bound to deal with it in accordance with the provisions of Article 338B. However, the final determination culminates in the exercise undertaken by the President. The central government under Article 342A Clause 1 by reason of Article 367 read with Section 3 Clause 8B General Clauses Act. The state's power to make reservations in favor of particular communities or caste, the quantum of reservations, the nature of benefits, and the kind of reservations, and all other matters falling within the ambit of Articles 15 and 16, except with respect to identification of socially and educationally backward classes, remains undisturbed. The Commission set up under Article 338B shall conclude its task expeditiously and make its recommendation after considering which the President shall expeditiously publish the notification containing the list of socially and educationally backward classes in relation to states and union territories for the purpose of the Constitution. Till the publication of the notification mentioned in the direction, the existing list operating in all states and union territories and for the purpose 132 of the central government and central institutions continuing to operate, this direction is issued under Article 142 of Constitution of India. Justice Rao wrote a separate judgment agreeing with Justice Bhatt's interpretation of 102nd judgment. There is only one list that can be issued by the President specifying the socially and educationally backward classes, and only those classes are treated as socially and educationally backward classes for the purpose of this Constitution. Only those backward classes included in the public notification under Article 342A shall be socially and educationally backward classes for the purposes of the Constitution. The judge said. Justice Gupta also stated that he agrees with judgment of Justice Rao and Bhatt. Justice Ashok Bhushan and S. Abdul Nazir, however, opined that the 102nd constitutional amendment does not take away the power of the state to identify backward class in the state. We are of the view that word central in Article 342A Clause 2 was used for purpose and object. The use of central was only with the intent to limit the list issued by the President to central services. It is well settled rule of interpretation that no word in a statute or constitution is used without any purpose. Word central has to be given meaning and purpose. When we have interpreted Article 342A to mean that Article 342A refers to the central list which is prepared for services under the Government of India and organization under the Government of India, the definition given under Article 366, which is specifically referred to Article 342A, has to be read together. A list of backward classes, which is not central list, shall not be governed by the definition under Article 366, 26 Clause C. Since the 26 Clause C has been inserted in the context of Article 342A, if the context is list prepared by the state and it is state list, definition under 26C shall not govern. We thus hold that Article 342A was brought by Constitution 102nd Amendment to give constitutional status to National Backward Classes Commission and for publication of list by the President of socially and educationally backward classes, which was to be central list for governing employment under Government of India, and the organization under it the minority judgment held. Thanks.